XRP here, and welcome back. Today is January 27th of 2020, and the first thing I want to do is take a quick look at the Dow. The Dow opened up below, down about 512, and the first couple of minutes it's making some adjustments, but it's still down 450. So keep an eye on the stock market today. Things seem a little bit crazy. But as the stock market's going down, the digital asset market is going up a bit. So let's see where we're at here. So on the 24-hour, Bitcoin is at 87.43, up 3%. Ethereum's at 169, up 3%, and XRP's at just under 23 cents, up 2.72%. So we've seen the crypto market go up a little bit as the futures on the Dow were looking down. So we'll keep our eyes on that, obviously, and see what happens. Moving on, this tweet was from Susie at Esoteric Solutions, and here's what she said. She said, "Ripple doing an IPO is excellent for Ripple and XRP. Anyone that says it's not does not know what they're talking about. Number one, gives them billions of dollars. Number two, gets them more clients, investors, and institutional clients. Number three, gets them fund managers. Number four, gives them worldwide scale." This gentleman jumped in and said, "Hi Susie, really rate your views. I agree. If you're buying stock at $60 plus and the company's product is XRP, you're not expecting that product to tank, exclamation point. Underline, it's not a security, brings Wall Street into mainstream crypto, massive cash injection for Ripple and fantastic exposure." And then Susie goes on to answer him, "Yes, for sure. Someone said when Ford came out and IPO'd, they bought Ford and gas companies. They should do this. They should technically apply Ripple and XRP. The same should technically apply to Ripple and XRP is what she means," which is kind of interesting. You know, a lot of people, I hear Brad Keim say this all the time. Having XRP is like knowing that the combustion engine is being invented and you just bought oil before it's hit the market. So interesting stuff from Susie over at Esoteric Trading, and I needed to let Susie know. I know, guys, that sarcasm doesn't come across right on Twitter sometimes, and I never do it. And I did it about a week ago, and some people didn't get it. And my sarcasm was, I said, those scammers at Ripple have officially scammed retail investors, banks, money remittance companies, the IMF, the Fed, the Treasury, the White House, and soon naive Wall Street. And we all know Wall Street's not naive. And then I said, aha. Susie responded and said, "That is just wrong. Apparently she thought I was serious. Guys, I was just kidding. It was sarcasm. Obviously, my name is Mr. BXRP for a reason. I am long XRP. Okay, so keep that in mind." And this is something that we need to remind ourselves of why we are here, right? So this from Stephen Bull from the DF. This is Michael Arrington. Anybody that's on Twitter that follows Michael Arrington, they know about Michael Arrington. He's a VC capitalist. Stephen's reminding us that Michael said, "We moved $50 million worth of XRP into our company in 2 seconds and cost 30 cents. There is no way to do that with fiat or Bitcoin." So let's listen to Michael say it in his own words.
Yeah, the tribalism in this industry is insane. So there's Bitcoin maximalists, but everybody agrees, XRP sucks, and I don't really get it, right? I mean, they're a legitimate company. They don't pretend to be something they're not, and they're really good at one thing: moving money fast and cheap. And it's fantastic. It fills a big need. And for a hedge fund like us to be able to denominate in Ripple and XRP, I just did the same thing, is really, really, really good. When we did our first close, we moved north of $50 million into the company in Ripple and XRP in like 2 seconds, and it cost 30 cents. Now, that is amazing. There's no way to do that with fiat or Bitcoin. There's just no way to do it that fast and that cheaply. And so it serves a really useful need for us. And then also when our LPs eventually redeem, hopefully never, but when they want some of the money back, we just send it in XRP again. And there's no 3-day wait for international wires or 1-day wait for US wires. We're not paying wire fees and all that. I don't understand why that's hard to understand. And so the religious wars aside, the tribalism aside, it does some things really well, and we love it for that. That being said, just because we're denominated in XRP, I'm not a special pleader for XRP. I don't work for them. The company itself is not our LP. Other people who had XRP are. I like them. I think they're great, but they're like less than 5% of our asset base at this point. Like we do invest in XRP, but most of our investments are in other things.
Okay, so there was Michael Arrington in his own words. And moving on, a digital asset investor had posted this over the weekend, and he said Ripple stock currently worth $61 a share, according to SharePost. So you can go to SharePost and find out what private shares are worth in a company that really normally you don't see publicly stated. And it turns out that current shares of Ripple on the private market are at $61, which kind of brings me to what I want to talk about today, which is what's gonna perform better, XRP or Ripple stock? And the truth is, nobody knows. I mean, absolutely nobody can tell you what's going to perform better. You know, there's a lot of talk about buying Ripple stock in the XRP community right now, which I think is a great idea. You know, most people won't be able to participate in the pre-IPO because of the need to be an accredited investor. But once that's over and it goes into straight IPO status, from what I understand, it should be available on any trade account, and people should be able to buy it. And maybe you'll even be able to buy it on your Robinhood app, which might be interesting. So I see a lot of people trying to figure out how high XRP's price may go leading up to the IPO and beyond. But the truth is, you know, just like XRapid, which is now called ODL, which is on-demand liquidity, this has never happened before, guys. Right? So you have a fintech company, right? You have a payments fintech company that uses a digital asset. There has never been a payments company that uses a fintech payments company that uses a digital asset that has ever gone public before. So how it will affect the value of the digital asset, we have no idea. I mean, we have to speculate, right? I mean, it's the only way to do it. I mean, you know, here's how I look at it, and don't get me wrong. I mean, I'd like to buy some Ripple stock, you know, when it becomes available. I'm not against it. I'm not saying it's going to outperform XRP. I'm not exactly sure what's going to happen. I don't think anybody's exactly sure what's going to happen. But here are my thoughts on it, right? So Ripple's mission is to send payments fast, right? Well, you can send payments fast without XRP. But one of Ripple's missions is to have instant settlement with those payments. And you can't have instant settlement without XRP. And the third thing is, you know, if you want to bring home Nostro money, if the banks want to bring home their $5 trillion to $27 trillion in Nostro money, you can't do that without XRP. So my point is, I don't see Ripple becoming a behemoth company without being able to do what they set out to do, which is use a bridge asset to send and settle money quickly and inexpensively. And I think that for Ripple stock to go through the roof and XRP not move would mean that Ripple's a massive success and XRP isn't, which I don't think one is successful without the other. I think Ripple could be a good company, you know, replacing Swift and make, you know, good profits and be a good company, but they're not going to be, you know, they're not going to be the behemoth company that a lot of people believe they can be with the use of the XRP asset. So just a little bit of thoughts about it. And in looking at the numbers, I made some notes here, so let me look at this. Okay, so let's see. So one of the things I want to say is in 2.5 years, I have never, ever heard anyone from Ripple ever once, not even once, ever say or hint that if banks or remittance companies don't want to use XRP, that's fine, they're still going to have a great experience. I have never heard them say that. They have never backtracked on the value and the savings of using XRP, never. And I will tell you this, I've been waiting for there to be a crack in their narrative, and I'm telling you, I have never heard them say it, and I was waiting for it, and it never happened. So that's important to me. So here's my thought on the price of the stock compared to XRP when it comes to gains. Okay, right now the current stock price is $61. All right, so that's the value today. And if Ripple stock was going to go to the level of Amazon, let's just use this as a fun example, a hypothetical speculative example. So Amazon's at like 1860 today. It would be a 30 times move to go to Amazon level from $61. Okay, Now, I have to ask myself, do I see XRP going 30 times to $6.90 before Ripple stock goes 30 times and overtakes Amazon? I mean, can Ripple stock even get that high if XRP isn't $6.90? You know, we all know that XRP needs to be higher to move large volumes of money. So I can't see one moving without the other. You know, and somebody DM'd me about this morning, and I actually said to them that I don't know that they're correlated. And now I kind of take it back because I really gave it some deep thought this morning, and I really do think they're correlated. I think one can't move without the other. Now, I don't know what the percentages are going to be and how it's going to pan out or anything like that. Now, in this example, I used the present price of Ripple stock. The truth is the IPO price is probably going to be much less because they're going to have to add so many more shares to the market. So it's probably not the most accurate way to figure it out, but I just wanted to use a mathematical example, you know, of where it's at today. So that was kind of my reason in doing that. I just personally don't see Ripple stock succeeding without XRP succeeding. And I personally think XRP, it could outperform the gains of the Ripple stock, but I just don't know for sure. You know, this has never happened before, and this is all my common sense opinion. You know, will I buy Ripple stock? Probably. Would I love for there to be a run-up in XRP's value before Ripple stock becomes available? Hell yes, because it'll make it a whole lot easier for me to buy a fistful of Ripple stock. So that's my hope. My hope is XRP makes a big run before the IPO, once the IPO comes out, to double down and take a second bite of the apple and buy some Ripple stock. That's my personal plan. I think that's what I'm going to do. But if XRP's price doesn't move, you know, then I've got to decide, you know, if I'm going to get in on the Ripple stock and how much I can do. So things to think about, guys. You know, I just wanted to share my thoughts on it with you. My question of the day is, what do you think is going to perform better? You know, so do you think Ripple stock is going to perform better, or XRP is going to perform better over the next, I don't know. Well, I mean, we don't know when the IPO is going to happen, so it's hard to say. But I guess the question is, will XRP outperform Ripple stock in its first year between now and the time Ripple stock comes out? That will be interesting to see. So anyway, give me your thoughts on that. I want to know what everybody thinks about that. And that's it, guys. I'm not a financial advisor. I'm not an accountant. I'm not a mechanic, and I'm not a crypto expert. These are my opinions only. Don't make any financial decisions based on anything I say. This video is intended for entertainment purposes only. Please like and subscribe and hit the notifications button and share with anybody who you think might do the same. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel, what are you waiting for? I prepaid for all subs today. All subs and likes I prepaid for. If you want to do a not like, you have to pay for those today. But all likes and subscribes are paid for. So guys, please hit the like button and subscribe if you like my content. And I thank you all for being here, and have a fantastic day.